The pick is in.
The Winnipeg Jets have made a selection in the 2025 NHL Draft. I'm Gil Martin. I'm joined now by Harrison Lee of Locked On Winnipeg Jets. And the Jets have taken Sascha Boumedienne with the 28th overall pick in the first round. And your initial reaction to this choice?
I'm intrigued. I can't say that I had a particular expectation. Honestly, wasn't even sure if the Jets were going to make this pick. I thought that there might be a chance that they trade it. Boumedienne's kind of an interesting longer-term project. Youngest player in college, and he started to really have a rough first half of the season, and then very much was one of their top four minute munchers towards the end of the season in the playoffs, which you don't really see for a lot of kids like that. When he's playing in his age class at like the U18s and stuff, he does really well. So very, very smooth skater, very interesting prospect. If I could compare the pick feeling that I'm getting with this, it kind of reminds me of Sandberg years ago. Sandberg was, I would say, a competent projection, but he didn't really jump off the page. There was nothing that immediately stood out. And I think Boumedienne kind of tracks in some of the same way. There's a vibe that I get with him based on, the rawness of his game, but also kind of acknowledging how young he is. I feel like this is an intriguing longer-term project.
How long are we talking, roughly?
Ooh, I would say probably 4 years, 4 years plus. I don't think he's going to be that close, which is fine. The Jets' left side is pretty jammed up anyways. So Boumedienne might be out for a while, but I'm okay with that. I think he's obviously got a long ways to go. Just played his first college season. And the fact that he's basically just turning 18 is pretty insane. You just don't really see kids this age making the jump to college hockey.
What aspect of his game does he need to work on the most to get to the NHL?
So I think for him, I want to do two on this one. I think the first is just going to be decision making, which is not something that I think you have to worry about for the most part this early. I mean, obviously you want to see him handle pressure well, but I mean, again, we're talking about a kid going up against 20-plus-year-olds for the first time ever. So that part I won't freak out about as much. I think the biggest thing that you want to see him is just take a really big offensive step forward. He starts to do that, and I think you will feel a little more intrigued and certainly higher on his potential development track. But I would say it's a very much a wait and see with him, and hopefully he can really find the next gear over the next couple of seasons.
What is the biggest need the Jets have after this pick?
Honestly, just forward talent that can score. But with how this draft is, unless the Jets traded up, I don't think that there was a lot left for them that would really fill a need. So honestly, at this point, the Jets don't have their second rounder. So I don't really know what their plan is after this. They usually do decent work once they get to the latter round. So maybe they've got a couple of underrated long-term project kinds of guys. That's where they found guys like Kieran Walton and Kevin He, but I would not anticipate a lot coming out of this draft that is going to be clearly projectable. It's going to be some guys that they're maybe taking a home run swing on.
All right, going to be interesting. And for continued coverage of Sascha Boumedienne, check out Locked On Winnipeg Jets on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. It's part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.